This podcast is not a substitute for medical or mental health advice. Individuals are advised to seek individual medical or mental health advice from a professional within that specific specialty. Welcome back to Puzzling Minds podcast. It's your host, Michael Maddox here, your holistic health and wellness coach and self-published author. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey and letting me be part of yours. Welcome to Puzzling Minds podcast. It's your host, Michael Maddox, holistic health and wellness coach and self-published author. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey and letting me be part of yours. As we are now embarking on this new year with a refreshed mindset, this is it. It is now 2025. Can you believe it? I want to give you all a little life update. As you could tell, I have been promising to release a podcast every week. However, life had gotten ahead. And this last year, I've been embarking on this whole new path of my career, my passion. That's what's been taking place, majority of it, as well as attending an institution to achieve that. And setting time for myself, giving myself permission for a moment of reflection based off of my past years, as well as setting myself up for the future. So, with the first topic I want to bring up is school. I've been attending Southwest Institute of Healing Arts, SWIHA, out in Arizona. I have been going in their program of holistic health and wellness coaching. I am now a holistic health and wellness coach and trying to achieve to get my national board certification. Once I accomplish that and achieve that for myself, I plan on attending another institution, either ASU, and go to their Bachelor's of Nutritional Science online and achieve that program and getting my bachelor's in nutrition. Then I want to extend that further, obtain my master's within nutritional science so that I can go and take their registered dietitian exam. So that is my goal for my life. I've also been pondering if I want to double major because I think I'm in a very good headspace to wanting to double major into something like that, into something in regards to psychology. I love the idea of having the whole trifecta to understand mind and gut health, as well as trauma, and nutrition, generational trauma, and just the whole trifecta of not only being able to have the credentials to set healthcare plans, I will also be able to change mindsets when it comes to behavioral lifestyles. So that's what I do as a coach, and having that background and that type of education, I will be able to guide someone into switching their mindsets into creating healthier lifestyles, while also having the credibility and credentials to set evidence-based therapy as well as any form of health plans. So that's what I want to achieve. You never know, get the Nobel Prize. So, on the next topic I want to talk about is my reflection, because I kind of hit two birds with one stone. I talked about my school as well as I didn't extend on my career. I'll get back into that. But with my periods of reflection, I have spent 2024 reflecting not only 2023, but 2022, 2021, and 2020. I always think these last 4 years have just been a huge chunk of life experiences that one goes through pretty evenly throughout life. I just kind of gradually got gifted them by the universe. So when I talk about period of reflection, I am describing myself either at work or even in my own home. I give myself permission to tap into not only my mind, but my body, as well as my body. I am asking myself what type of lessons I've learned along the way, what kind of guidance have I received from people, what have the experience given a more positive value than a negative value into my life. Because even the negative experiences that were, probably toxic or not healthy to be around, say, that's okay because I have to experience that so that I can be this type of person and grow and be someone better than who I was the day before. So that's what I've been doing all throughout my 2024. I'll just be at work and just be doing a project or organizing something, and that's like my time. And I get spooked by people. All right, so on my last topic, I want to talk about my career. So I've mentioned my education. I have been bouncing around what I want to do with that because I have all these ideas and all these different things. In the moment, right now, I have achieved in accomplishing something so far off the spectrum that I wanted to accomplish this year. But I did it. I did it. I can't believe I did it. I accomplished this for myself, and that was such a huge milestone. And that milestone was obtaining my LLC within my services. My thing right now is coaching. That's what the services I do offer is coaching, holistic health and wellness coaching. Go into a higher education, I will be able to offer more. But currently, I have my LLC in the state of Arizona. It is called Nurturing Roots. My website is nurturingrootscoaching.com. So go check that out to not only understand my own journey of why coaching came into my life, but my mission for coaching, the services I do offer, the classes I offer, and the resources I offer. Because at the start of this year, I started to get back into my newsletters. I used to do weekly newsletters, and now I do monthly newsletters. They are just much more improved than what they were prior. So thank you all for this little life update. Let's get into today's episode because I will be guiding you down the path of reflecting. In today's episode, I will be guiding you down the path of reflecting on your past year and traversing in your new year with some set, smart goals. It's crucial to start adapting your body to allow the period of reflection to take place after the ending of cycle of some sorts, to be able to build self-awareness and techniques to try next time, perhaps. All right, so let's start with some breathing. It's all wherever you are, just get comfy, allowing my feet to touch the floor, and let's take some deep breaths. We're gonna inhale for 4, hold for 4, and release for 4. And as you get comfy, I want to allow you to close your eyes and tap into your body. And we're going to inhale for 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to do that 2 more times. 4, 4, 4. Last time. All right. Now, with your eyes still closed, I want you to envision 7 plants in front of you. These could be your favorite flower, your favorite plant, but any type of flower or plant that you desire. And at each of the plants, there is a little note that says each of your well-beings. This is your emotional well-being, your physical well-being, your nutritional well-being, your relational well-being, your spiritual well-being, your contributional well-being, and your environmental well-being. And you have a bucket full of water, and it's not entirely too big of a bucket, but it's a good sized bucket. And you only have so much water. And each quarter amount from the bucket, the plant grows just a little bit. And right now, it's just the seed in the soil. So you want the plant to grow. And as the plant grows, you sprout, and then you flower, and you bloom, and you blossom. Now I want you to think of each plant being your goals for this upcoming year. And as you gaze at your well-beings, these miraculous plants, I want to give yourself permission to pour as much water as you want at any plant. And this could be one plant, this could be amongst the 7 plants. But as you pour water, focus on the well-beings. What do you want to accomplish within each well-being? Gaze upon these well-beings of yourself, of your person, your individuality. Embrace it. You are now releasing this shame and giving yourself bravery and courage to be like, yes, I'm going to give myself permission to invest into my well-being, into my health, into my wellness. And as you breathe, ask yourself this question. What have I completed or accomplished in this last year? It doesn't have to be goals. Even the smallest thing, like trying something new. Trying something new is unlocking the ability to increase risk-taking, as well as courage and bravery. Sit with that feeling. How does doing that for yourself make you feel? Now, as you are breathing, notice where you are at the very moment. While feeling that feeling, let's take in the moment in front of you. This is where you are now. What could you do to maybe increase that feeling? What are you in control of at this very moment? All right. Let's take a deep breath in. Exhale. Whenever you're ready, you may open your eyes. All right. I hope you all enjoyed that. It was a bumpy one. I'm usually not used to doing meditation. If you don't have the will wellness, that's a-okay. And a writing utensil. I want you to write down your 7 well-beings that we had mentioned in the meditation. If you had forgotten, they are your contributional well-being, your emotional well-being, your physical well-being, your nutritional well-being, your relational well-being, your spiritual well-being, and your environmental well-being. And if you do have a printer, I do offer a little copy on my website, and that website is nurturingrootscoaching.com. All right, so with your well-beings on the piece of paper, I want to mention what I had done for myself during this moment of reflection at the end of the year. And I thought, hey, maybe I should share this on my podcast, and here we are. So now at work one day, I took the moment to reflect on what I did, what I want to do in this next year. To start off, I sat with myself and asked out the goals I had set for myself for 2024. I asked, what did I fully accomplish that I wanted to get done? So ask yourself, within the goals that you had set in 2024, what have you accomplished that you had needed to get done or you wanted to get done? If you didn't accomplish it to the extent, compromise with myself and asked what I did differently that still felt satisfying. So you may not have completed that certain type of goal, but you may have done a goal that maybe you didn't expect to get done as anticipated it being done. Or you did a goal, you accomplished it, and you're like, wow, I didn't really need to do that, but I did that. So that's okay if you didn't accomplish a certain type of goal that you had set for yourself. Don't worry about it. It's okay. So back to the exercise. When I wrote down these accomplishments, I put it in present terms, like I did, I am, I was able to, etc. By doing this and the previous, this changes perspective. You are giving yourself permission to see it optimistically. Referring to the real wellness, let's take a look at the well-being. Them being emotional, physical, relational, nutritional, spiritual, environmental, and contributional. Now for each well-being, ask yourself from a scale of 1 to 10, how much do I incorporate or tap into this well-being? This could be daily for you, weekly, or even monthly. It's more so, how much do you feel you dedicated your time and energy for this? It's perfectly reasonable that may be lower or higher than others. All I ask is to be true to yourself when scaling. Now, on the current well-being that you had decided to go with, firstly, and do as you continue with the other well-beings, what is one goal you'd like to complete off that checklist within that well-being? When focusing on this goal, scale yourself 1 to 10. 1 being least, 10 being most on your confidence and dedicating more within this well-being. So, 1, are you not so confident in accomplishing this well-being? Or 10, are you very confident in accomplishing this well-being? And then ask yourself, what made you choose that number rather than something lower? Then how could you get to a number 1 or 2 higher? After doing that, ask the same question, but with your readiness within that goal. We are scaling ourselves to see where we are on the confidence scale based off of what we've done in the past and what's giving us that confidence to accomplish it now. And the readiness scale, how much energy do we want? Do we think that we want it? Or do we not want it at all? Are we being forced to do it? This goal was to eat healthier. Let's discover what you do when you eat healthier. Then what are some triggers that arise that cause you to eat unhealthy? And what could you do to maneuver around it? Finally, how and what you could do to keep yourself accountable. These are all important questions. When you are setting yourself for a goal, you want to, 1, prepare for any roadblocks. You want to make sure that, okay, I tried to do this before, and now I don't have the confidence because when I did it in the past, I couldn't. Something blocked me from accomplishing it. So have that awareness from what you've experienced, something that prevented you from doing it now. And now you are wanting to redo it, re-go for it because you kind of have a higher confidence on the scale. But now we have to prepare for that same roadblock or something similar or something completely different. We have to make sure that, okay, if we have triggers, let's say with eating healthy, if something that stresses me, triggers me to eat unhealthy, okay, let's break down that stress. Why are we stressing? What's causing that stress? How could we lower that stress? How could we take ourselves away from that equation? Next, you want to be able to be self-accountable. How are you going to keep yourself accountable? How are you going to be like, hey, I'm going to make a schedule, or hey, I'm going to download an app, or hey, maybe I'll get a health coach to help me keep myself accountable, to check in with me from time to time. Okay, this is very important for you to set yourself up for success into accomplishing this year's goal. I know this is a lot, and in the long run, you'll notice that too. You could be your own coach and therapist, all in all, building that relationship within yourself. Now, here's an icebreaker question for you. What does it mean to give yourself permission to invest in you? What does it look like? Envision it. Now, after taking some time to vision where you want to be, what do you feel after knowing what you could do is possible? Speak aloud with what you want in life. All you have to be is determined. I am Michael Maddox, holistic health and wellness coach and self-published author. I offer guidance for those seeking to start again after undergoing healing of trauma, gaining the power you once had, now ready to be able to gain a voice of confidence and become the best version of yourself by creating goals towards adopting into a healthier, positive lifestyle. Visit my website, nurturingrootscoaching.com, if you are ready to be true to yourself. Schedule a consultation today.